I was actually moving into my first apartment while I was in college, and I went to the office to pay my rent, and I had a particular lady that was working in the office that said, "Have you ever considered a career in apartment management?" And I said, "No, never thought about it at all. I was actually going to school to teach deaf education to children." And so it's never something that crossed my mind, and she said, "You have a great personality, give it a whirl." I said, "Why not?" And that part-time career that started in 2006 has now turned into a passionate career almost 7 years later. I love the aspect of people. I love that every single day I get to meet a new person. I love that whether it's a networking event, I'm enjoying meeting people. I get to meet my customers every day, see what their likes, their dislikes are. I get new employees, and every single day a new person comes into my life, which is an ability for them to teach me something new. So when I wanted to take that step from being an assistant property manager to a property manager, I needed something extra on that resume to give me that extra step up. So I was recruited by my current management company, and they loved me. But on paper, I wasn't quite as great as some of the other candidates. I didn't have that real life experience. But what I did have was the CAM designation. And so that gave me the extra edge, which gave me the position that I currently have. I actually took my CAM while I was assistant property manager for a management company, and I felt that although I knew so much about being a manager, I needed that extra edge. And one of the important aspects that CAM teaches you is the financial aspect, which you can't really have hands-on experience in that assistant manager role. Well, now that I have my CAM, I'm always looking for the next step. So that would be a CAPS. I'm very excited to be able to take that. Hopefully next year we'll put it in the budget for me. And that will teach me so much more about portfolios and being able to manage it as a portfolio supervisor, where currently I only have education in one specific property at a time. This is going to teach me all the vital skills I need to manage the portfolio. Education is extremely important. This industry changes every single day. So in order for you to stay on top of it, you've got to educate yourself. And that's where your local apartment association, as well as your national apartment association, come into contact. You know, if your company does various things like a Grace Hill or an online training program, or maybe they have their own internal training program, take advantage of it. Ask to take your NALP or your CAM or your CAPS. Really get involved with educating yourself from the sales perspective all the way up through management and leadership, because it will make a huge difference in your career.